Now, granted, we moved to Malmo from San Francisco. But you know why you moved from San Francisco to Malmo? Do you? Just tell me, please. You can figure that out. Just email me. You got handgun laws, so it keeps me alive. Anyway, but in San Francisco, it's $500,000 to $750,000 for a home, which made owning in the city out of the question. The classic song says, if you're going to San Francisco, wear flowers in your hair. I recommend that you bring a big bag of money and a legal or semi-legal, tangible money-earning skill set. Now, my wife did well in San Francisco with a high-end job in the high-end furniture and interior design industry. Then, against her better judgment, she mounted herself to me, the low-end, part-time substitute teacher, part-time waiter, full-time fringe theater performing sideshow freak. Yet, in a cosmic twist of fate, at this juncture, I am working full-time, and she is unemployed. 3 weeks after our arrival in Sweden, I found a job. This feat stunned the unemployment office. I kid you not. They wanted to feature my success with my photograph in their office. Me, immigrant success story of the week. Go figure. So our first mortgage-seeking experience starts awkwardly when the bank informs us that one does not simply drop in on a loan officer. Rather, one must arrange a meeting in advance. Of course, the meeting has to be scheduled by phone. This was our first meeting with the loan officer, but not our first introduction to Swedish order, Svensk ordning. So we exit the bank, call from our mobile phones, make an appointment, and then re-enter the bank. The loan officer, Magnus Svensson, name changed to protect the typically Swedish, presents the quintessential image of a Swede under 30. Tall, hip, blonde, slender, well-dressed, well-groomed. The first thing I notice is his beard. It's the kind of a beard a young man grows to look more mature than he actually is. The kind of beard that one shaves when one reaches that mature age in order not to look so mature and to keep yourself on the top 5 hottest guys at the office list. At 19, I grew a similar beard while working through university at the local catering hall. Beards possess magical, transformative powers. After growing my beard, the management promoted me from waiter to maitre d'. And then, wedding DJ. Wedding DJ. During the Reagan 80s, things happened. So we begin our meeting with our standard opener. Can we take this into English? He agrees to the English, with one caveat. I'll do my best, but it's much better if I've had a few pints of beer. Okay, I can work with this guy. Now I'm wondering if he wants to take the meeting to the pub. So we begin, and eventually default to Swedish. I sit, cap in my hand, like the peasant I am, come to humble myself before the powers that be and ask for some money. Eyes to the ground, shoulders rolled forward. I hope Kaisa, my wife, comprehends it all. I've never cared for any of this. I'm a fiscal bottom feeder, a teacher making a tiny wage, I wait for the embarrassing moment when he asks what I do for a living and how much I make. Christ, this would have gone so much better at the pub. I'm great in a pub. I mean, I'd have him understanding my rudimentary Swedish. We'd be singing, joking, planning our camping trip to the Zurich National Park. However, we spar in his arena, not mine. So I wait for the lines to be set upon me. It comes, the question. I answer. He smiles and responds, I think teaching is the most honorable profession. In a slightly patronizing tone. Okay, he's a fan in a not giving away. Then attempts to soften the blow by acknowledging education's poor salary scale with, yes, but our reward is in heaven, right? Loosely translated, beat it. Your reward's in heaven, not in the bank. Don't let the door hit you on the ass. He then states, my mother's a teacher. Okay, better. You'd give your mom a loan, right? And then adds, I would have really liked to have been a teacher myself. Warmer, if not hot. Then he doubles back on me and asks, how much do you make? Christ, you know, nothing. Oh, I hope I don't have to suffer the indignity of showing my pay stub. This feels like the PE shower in high school, yet with this situation, I feel no solace of a potential growth due to a stimulus package. This paycheck is what it is. Okay, he says. Then he turrets to my wife. So, what do you do for work, Kaiser? Ah, fine furniture and design. Or you're working now? Do you have any contacts? What is he, a job coach? So we go through our assets, small retirement for me, a few stocks from Kaiser. We give him the figure we think we might be able to scrape together for a down payment. He taps away. Imagine maybe he's got a, classic Macintosh keyboard attached to his PC because he's hit. But okay, so he then asks how much we want. We mutter the amount. He taps away, then turns and strokes his beard, saying, I want to say, I do want to begin a relationship with you both. He had me at fear. I try to imagine us in a relationship together. Would he babysit our daughter? Or at least pick her up from school? Does he cook? Does he have any good DVDs? Does he own a vacation home somewhere? But seriously, a relationship with us? I'm really not into polyamorous relationships or threesomes. As Rodney Dangerfield once said, the problem with group sex is I never know who to thank afterwards. And a threesome with a guy always seemed like a coward's way of getting close to a naked erect penis. If I wanted to be in a room with a guy with a hard-on, I would have cut out the middleman, middle woman, years ago. Of course, we all have our male crushes. Don't get me wrong. If Vince Vaughn asked me to be in a relationship, I'd do it. But a group relationship for financial gain? Guys gotta have some standards. But this is Sweden, so I try to be open-minded. He then continues, if Kaiser were to find employment, then I would really be interested. But right now, I'm just not ready. Oh, I've been here before. If your wife had a job, I'd be in the line. But wait, you're telling me in Sweden, on a teacher's salary, I could swing a mortgage? Okay. Maybe he will babysit our daughter. I think this is going to be the beginning of a beautiful relationship.